Dala, 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 Dala. Welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to talk to you about dreams. I know that many of you are spending a lot of time at home and have a lot of time on your hands. So I wanted to let us explore the many lives that many of us have in our dreams. For those of us who don't remember our dreams, you may see the dream realm as something idealistic that others talk about. You may not even understand what others are really talking about because you don't remember your own dreams. So you probably don't see what the hype is all about or what the possibilities are in the dream realms. But for many of us who are able to experience our dreams, to remember our dreams, to live them fully and vividly, we have some insight into other worlds. Today in particular, I wanted to talk about the dreams that pertains to the other lives that we live in our dreams. So, some of you may dream and just remember a portion of a dream, may dream and remember a dream that lasts for few minutes, a few hours, a few days. But a segment of us have some different kind of dreams. And I hope that these discussions may help you better understand those type of dreams more precisely and also see the opportunities that come with those dreams. And that instead of seeing them as a way to escape your awakened state, that you will gain a greater understanding of your impact into the multiverse and the ways your experiences, both within your dreams and your awakened state, may enrich your life. Now, to start on common grounds, when I speak of awakened state, I'm speaking about the reality that you experience as you are awakened in this life, meaning your day-to-day life, when you go to work, when you are there at home, the name that you're most known about, this awakened life, the life of 2020 in wherever places you are born or living currently, in whatever civil fashion, the life that is currently the present time, 2020, within the period of transition. Now, when I speak of your other life in the dream realm, I'm not talking about all of the dreams that you may be doing. I'm talking about a very precise set of dreams. Okay, and not everyone are having those kind of dreams, so don't be perplexed or puzzled if this is not part of your experience. Just have a seat at the table and listen and be informed of what possibilities are out there. And it may also help you understand someone else who are going through these type of dreams or this type of experience. So get yourself a cup of tea or coffee or whatever else and sip so as we'll discuss this type of dreams. This is a type of dreams where when you fall asleep, instead of just going anywhere in the multiverse, instead of just being guided, being taught, or experiencing this and that, it will feel as if you were actually waking up somewhere else, waking up into another you. And that other you has a life of his or her own. So you wake up somewhere else. You know you are awakening in your own home. The place looks different. You may live in an apartment in your awakened state, but where you wake up in your dream life, you live in a house. You may be married or single or vice versa. And you know this is your home because you don't have to think about where things are. You get up, you go take a shower, you know exactly where your clothes are. You look at your closet and you see the clothes and you see the different things. You could even tell when you bought it. You look at the names and you know those names are familiar. You know exactly who is who, even though sometimes it is quite not so clear, even though sometimes it may take a few minutes or a few moments for the information to get back to you. You may even wake up in your sleeping reality and see your spouse next to you. You know this is your spouse. She or him doesn't look anything like your spouse in your awakened state or your boyfriend or girlfriend in your awakened state. But she doesn't need to tell you that she is. You already know. So you get up and you do the things that you have to do. You go outside. It may be a very similar place to the reality of your awakened state, meaning there are streets, there is a community, there may be different changes in terms of where this reality is, meaning that there could be colors that are very dissimilar. The house may have a different shape, a different structure altogether, something you probably have never seen before in your awakened state. You may even awaken in the forest, living under a hut, or living simply in nature. You may awaken in a place where your imagination can barely comprehend what is happening. But yet, the common thread is that you know this is your home, you know you belong there. You know you've been there so many times that everything seems familiar. You need not ask where the food is, you need not ask where water is. You know exactly where to find the things to suit your basic needs. You also know the relationships that are most close to you. Your family in that reality. Your friends. And each time you awake, sometimes it takes you a little while to just settle back into that reality. You may have few moments and minutes where you're wondering where you are. And even in that process of wondering, as others interact with you, speak with you, you know exactly what they're asking you. You are able to answer their question. And soon it comes back to you. And there may be for some of you that this reality in the dreams may be a lot more sweeter, a lot more calmer, a lot more happier than your awakened state reality. And so I know that some of you would like to spend more time there. Any chance you get, you want to go and take a nap, or take a power nap. And even though for your family or your friends or whoever else that are around you, that nap may have seemed like 10 minutes or half an hour or even a couple of hours. For you, while you are in that reality, you may have went there and spent days and months because the value of time is not the same. The quality of time is not the same either. And in the dreams, the experiences that you are having may be so delicious that waking up in the morning in your awakened reality may leave you with a bitter taste. This is where you can see somebody who wakes up and said that they're in a bad mood. They probably didn't want to wake up at all. Or they wish they had a little bit more time. So in the morning you snooze your alarm clock for those extra 5 minutes. Extra 5 minutes for someone else will just be another moment just to linger in bed, trying to squeeze in a little bit more sleep. But for those of us, this 5 minutes will be another day, another week, or several hours back in that other reality, where we can continue to enjoy the things that we were enjoying, or continue to finish the things that we're finishing. So it may be that this reality in the dream state is more pleasant to you. It may also be that it is more challenging, that you are given more responsibilities, you are given more things to do, and in the process of doing the things, you are acquiring a lot of confidence within yourself. You are building yourself up, you are learning more about yourself, and you are giving yourself the opportunity to strive, to experience, and for some of us, to escape your awakened state, your awakened reality. Like I said, this is why some people will want to spend their time asleep and will even enjoy with much more pleasure or much more interest the time that they spend sleeping than the awakened state and the awakened reality, or what we refer to here as awakened state or awakened reality. And so when you start to understand that, you start to understand that when you fall asleep, you enter and go through doorways that can lead you anywhere. It may be doorways that lead you still on the same plane to explore, to look, to teach. A plane that could be in the temporal state where you jump into the future, into what has not yet come to light. You can jump into the past, in what has been done, and revisit it, relive it, re-experience it. Splurge into the memories of the past. You can also remain in the future. You can also remain in the present and experience the present in a different geographical location, still in the same plane, still in the same planet. There are also doorways that take you in different corners of this universe that show you different worlds, different realities, different beings. They may be a mix of all of that smashed all together. And the possibilities are truly limitless as you want them to be, as limitless as you are open for them to present themselves to you. For some of you, sleeping is just going through a dark place where you dread to go each night, where you dread to fall asleep because of what you are going to see or what you are going to experience and leave. And if that is your state, then there are also many things you can do about. You can redirect your dreams. You can be more conscious about where you are going in your dreams. You can also face the fear and look at what truly is the reality that's being shown to you, and what may be the lessons for you to learn so you don't need to get back there anymore. But here is not about all of that. It is about those of you who wake up with your dreaming family, your family in the dream state. It doesn't have to be a perfect family. It can be a family that also has their issue, that also have their problems, and where the challenges may be different. It gives you also the opportunity and the occasion to do better. Meaning you may have done some mistakes and some errors in your awakened state reality. And the dream state becomes an opportunity for you to do better, to bring in those lessons, to make better informed decisions as you walk your way through there. It is also an opportunity for you to redeem yourself. For some of you, you believe in good deeds. You believe that your fate, your spiritual fate, is also based on the deeds that you perform. Then this dream state is also an opportunity for you to continue this way, in this journey, on this path of planting great seeds and doing great deeds. And so he offers you additional opportunities while you are asleep to make a difference, to make an impact. It could be a situation where people come for you for help, and in those dreams you help them. In this dream, sometimes you may have to do physical activity, run, jump, do all kinds of things. And for some of you, this translates with your body being physically affected. You'll awaken in the morning and be physically tired because of all of the jumping, the running, the work that you've been doing in the night. And your body here feels it all. It remains connected to you as you travel around, as you go over places. There is an innate connection that is there because your DNA is linked to your spiritual state as well. So there is a connection that remains. This is why your body may be sweating as you are running in the dream, doing what you have to do. While this is not the case for everyone. Some of you may be running and doing all kind of things, and yet your body stays there steady. Some of you may be having conversation with a lot of passion and emotion, and there what you're saying is translated and heard in your waking reality. This is why you may be sleeping next to your partner or somebody, and the person starts speaking in their dreams. They may not even be speaking to you. They may be communicating with somebody else in their dream state. However, the connection with their body makes their voice hearable in their awakened state. So depending on what connection it is, it could be one of the reasons why some of you or some of us speak in our dreams, and that our partner or the person speaking next to us or hearing us sometimes can't make sense of what is happening or what we are saying. Because we are not speaking to them, we are living a different situation in a different plane. Now, I know also that some of you who enjoy that dreaming reality where things seems to be a little bit easier, or where you're able to manage things a lot better. Maybe your words come to mind a lot faster. Maybe you're more eloquent. Maybe you're also more able to use your discernment and to fill in leadership roles that you wouldn't be able to fill in your awakened reality. And so each night you look forward to finally going to sleep, getting the respect that you think you're not getting in your awakened state, and the accolades, and maybe you are being celebrated over there in ways that you are not being celebrated in your awakened state. From that eagerness for you to enjoy and just stretch and want to remain in your dreaming reality, come the reverse of that same coin. Meaning that each morning when you wake up and you are taken away from that other dreaming state, you may feel bitter. You maybe feel frustrated. Maybe your spouse in that reality, maybe your spouse in that reality is a lot more understanding, a lot more supportive. Maybe him or her sees right through you and is able to understand your struggles better. Is able to tell you just the right word that will strive in you the motivation that you need to get things done, and that you feel much more accomplished in that other reality. And so you awaken in the morning feeling better, saying that it feels like you're walking on the wrong side of the bed or step on the wrong foot. But truly it is that bittersweet that you feel, the frustration that you feel of not being able to translate the lessons that you've learned in your sleeping state into your awakened reality. And this is what I'm getting at with this video. I hope that with this discussion you will see that there is always an interconnection, an interconnectivity between things and between the experiences that we are having. Thus, the next time when you feel frustrated, when you wake up with a bittersweet taste in your mouth, cursing your awakened reality and just wanting and wishing you could just go back to sleep, instead, lean on the wisdom you acquired in your dream state. Lean on that motivation. Maybe your spouse or your partner in this awakened reality is not able to provide the motivation that you will want to get from them. Thus, bring in the words and the content that you got from your dreaming state into your reality. Let those words and that emotion fuel you so you can be as great as you are in your dream as you can be in this reality. Let you be inspired by the accomplishment that you've made in the other state in your dreams, so that you can be emboldened and more confident in doing the same or better in your awakened state. Do not let this bitterness linger on your tongue or your lips, Wash it away with the sweetness of the lesson that you've learned, of the accomplishment that you've had. And use that energy. Feel that energy surround you as you decide consciously to change your mood. Decide consciously to change your mind about your attitude towards your reality. Changing your attitudes toward what you can or cannot do. Changing your attitude about what is possible and what is not. So instead of seeing your dream reality as an escape, where you linger throughout the day just waiting for this moment to just leave everyone, or to be at peace so you can go take a nap and escape the reality, maybe escape the responsibility that you have here and be able to run free in the other one. This is a call for you to find balance between those worlds. To balance yourself, to balance your emotion, and be able to use those two realities to suit you both well. Meaning that when something is going very well in one reality, use this accomplishment, use this positive energy to balance you in the one that you find to be less attractive, less easy, more frustrating. Use that energy and take it with you as you awaken in whichever reality you need. And as you do this exercise of balancing yourself each time, of looking at the man that you are when you are awake, in your awakened state, and the man that you are in your dream, and that you strive to integrate both of them so that you become a better version of yourself in both realities. And thus, as you do this, as you strive for this, you won't want to escape either one. You will understand that in each of these realities, the same thing is always asked of you. Nothing grandiose, nothing extraordinary or out of the ordinary. On the contrary, what is being asked of you at all times, no matter where you are, what you experience, is that you do your best. It will always be required of you that no matter the situation, no matter what you're going through, that you do your best. Your best means not let negativity take over you, that you become bitter and angry, and the only thing that you can do is always think about the most negative things and only speak of the most negative things, and let that clutter your vision and your judgment, so much so that you can't even see the opportunities and the brighter things that are ahead or right in front of you. Similarly, that you don't let your over-positivism, that you don't let your enthusiasm or your excitement overtake the dose of reality that you also need to balance out. Overlook the consideration that have been brought to you for your concern and for your consideration, so much so that you no longer use your discernment, so much so that you act in a very naive kind of way. So the exercise here is to find a just middle, where you remain positive by always seeing the glass half full, but yet you always use your discernment so that you don't fall into a naivety that could be dangerous. And as you do this, it may take you time to readjust yourself. It may take you time also to consciously decide for yourself that you will seek your happiness and your joy and your fulfillment. And that this concept does not necessarily mean that you won't have any more challenges. Beloved, challenges are everywhere and for everyone. Meaning everyone will have challenges, no matter in this reality or any others. But the key is not to focus so much on the challenge when it presents itself, but to be open and focus on the potential solutions that are available There are always solutions available. And while you can never make the challenges go away, you can always change your attitude and your perception of what is presented in front of you, however difficult it may be. That portion of responsibility that you do have in terms of your own attitude towards an issue, a problem, a challenge, is yours to fully embody and assume. And as you fully embody and assume and accept to carry that responsibility, you will see that with that comes a vast array of infinite possibilities. Possibilities around the way you perceive things, how open you are to perceive the nuances of things, and the potential and possibilities to the solutions that can present themselves and the solutions that you can create on your own. As you do this, as you allow yourself to change and transform, allow yourself to grow and mature, you will see that there are a lot much more value in the things that you can control and change, that there is a lot more dignity and fulfillment in taking responsibility for the way you feel and the way you think, rather than blaming others, blaming circumstances, blaming situations, blaming societies, or even blaming yourself. So let those dreams guide you, no matter where they take you. Maybe they may take you in a very sweet scenery or situation or life. Then bring that sweetness in that other world that you find more bitter or difficult. Bring that compassion, bring that motivation, bring those essences to rebalance your worlds. And if they send you to places that are difficult, that are challenging, as you strive to find solutions through the situations, to work through those experiences, then bring those lessons back to your awakened state and balance your experience. Use that wisdom to better yourself, to help make better and more informed decisions. Let the dreams guide you and let the dreams help you in all of the dimensions and the places and the experiences where they may be taking you, so that you will never be afraid again to fall asleep, because you know that wherever you may awake in the dream state, it is going to be okay. You are going to learn and experience things that you will appreciate. Maybe not in the moment, maybe not in the minute, but that will bring you the lessons that you will need at a later time, or in a different situation, or in your awakened state. So be grateful, beloved, for not everyone are experiencing what you are experiencing right now. Not everyone has the ability to learn and gain wisdom within the spirit world in a continual cycle. Not everyone has the privilege of experiencing things and learning both ways and being able to bring that wisdom from the ethers to their awakened state. And most importantly, not everyone wants to step up to the plate and assume the responsibility of what these opportunities can bring. So remember, as you awaken or as you fall asleep, that the call that you have is a very special call, that what you will do with it will have an impact on who you will become and on what is to come. And as you strive to continuously be the best version of yourself and always do your best, no matter the situation, I hope you will also see the intrinsic reward that it brings in terms of assuming the responsibility that is yours and assuming the place in this multiverse that is also yours.